This video is a long time coming, but last month was so busy for me. But hi, if you are in need of a new book to read and you love supporting indie authors, stick around for a second, yeah? I went to fanX at the end of September and got to see some amazing author friends that I met last year, and I also got to meet some new ones, and I want to talk a little bit about their book. First up is the Dreamcatcher series. When the veil between Earth and the dream world Nevaeh is threatened, only Sienna Steele can save it from the Nightmare King's plan to unleash terror. I finished the second book in this series not too long ago, and I loved it. If you like dreams, spiritualism, magic, and the found family trope, which is one of my personal favorites, you should definitely give this one a go. Next is Sanded Soul. Punished by the Night Council, Morpheus, the god of dreams, is condemned to roam Earth as the Sandman, bringing hope through dreams to those suffering during World War II. Guys, this one is the perfect quick read for those of you running out of time for your yearly reading goals. I actually started reading this one while I was waiting in lines at Disney, and I finished it within a day. Then we have the Dragon Songs Saga. Long-lost dragon singers once saved humanity with their powerful music, but now with a new threat rising, that magic awakens in Kaya, a young misfit with a perfect voice. If you are looking for a new epic fantasy to get lost in, this is the one. And also, I'm completely obsessed with the covers. I think they are so beautiful. This next one is for all of you who love a good witchy book. This is The Royal Witch. Marseille Corbin's life takes a sudden turn when a mysterious illness derails her dreams of college, and a stranger tells her she's a witch with hidden powers. Drawn into a world of magic and ancient prophecies, she must learn to harness her abilities and confront her destiny to reclaim a throne from a tyrant who is threatening the realm. Next, we have the first Bloodline series. Michael, a member of the royal family of light and darkness, carries the burden of humanity's last hope against evil. As the son of Cain and grandson of Adam, he embodies both good and evil. With his brother choosing to follow in Cain's monstrous footsteps, Michael must confront his family's cursed legacy and expose the evil threatening the world. You guys know I love a pretty book, and just look at these next ones. There were so many amazing books here. The Bone Whisperer Chronicles caught my eye, and it's actually 2 books in one. It's been described as the Ghost Whisperer meets Nancy Drew, with a little dash of A Wrinkle in Time and a little pinch of Doctor Who. Next is The Last Son of the Faramage Saga. This is another epic fantasy series that you can dive right into. You guys also know that I'm really horrid with pronunciation, so I'm so sorry if I get these names wrong. But in the bustling city-state of Turmoor, where industry thrives and the elite prosper, darkness festers beneath the surface. A forgotten warrior haunted by guilt is drawn to the city's secrets, urged by a mysterious call to find them. Meanwhile, in the impoverished South End, a band of misfits known as the Crew struggle to survive in a world where betrayal is routine and trust is very scarce. The Paradise Planets is a super unique sci-fi / musical. There are QR codes throughout the book that take you to songs written for the book. I think that's so cool. I think that's like the first book I've seen that has that. In 2132, Siren Princess Cassiana's privileged life on the Paradise Planets is shattered when she's kidnapped to a devastated, flooded Earth. Voiceless and powerless, she must join a team of champions and win the Siren Games if she ever hopes to return home. If you're like me and you love your dragon books, you definitely need to add the Dragons of Rakan to your TBRs immediately. Again, I'm so sorry if I pronounce these wrong. I'm so bad with pronunciation. Sentenced to death for rebellion, Mycone and his twin sister escape when Mycone discovers he can control fire. Fleeing ruthless dark mages who seek his blood for a dark purpose, they journey to find refuge with the legendary Dragon King. There, they face ancient forces determined to ignite a war across realms. Next, we have the Tales of the Amulet series. Millennia ago, dragons forged a powerful amulet to end a devastating war, but its reappearance threatens to plunge Calda back into chaos. A prince, a scholar, a retired warrior, and an outcast each set out to find the lost keepers of truth and might, hoping to uncover secrets that could prevent a new war. If you are a fan of Brandon Sanderson, this one is for you. The Valley of Death is next. In a post-atomic world, a deposed princess skilled in magical glyphs and a peace chieftain from a rival land must brave the deadly Valley of Death to reclaim her war-torn kingdom. With rumors of a powerful secret hidden within the valley, they set out on a dangerous journey to protect their world from an upcoming threat. We have another wonderful selection of books in this next one, but if you are a fan of Enemies to Lovers, the Selection series, and the Fae, this is Courting Fae Thieves and Crowns. Half-Fae thief Amberly has no love for the prince or his father, the king, who holds her father captive. But when offered her father's freedom in exchange for entering a competition to become the prince's bride, she reluctantly agrees. All she has to do is spy on the royals and not fall in love. Guys, this one has a lovely little board of the tropes that can be found in 4 evergreens and aspen trees. After losing his family and memories to a 20-year war, Tristan clings to fragments of his past. But when an elven spy, Aspen, infiltrates his fortress, Tristan's life is shattered again. Though enemies, their only chance of survival is to defy the hatred bred by the war. The Black Winter Serum Chronicles are next. In a future where the world has frozen, Captain Alec Winter and his group struggle to survive in a self-sustaining military facility, so long as the food holds out. But then, 2 strangers arrive and a lurking threat emerges from the storm. Next we have the New Blood series. As guardian of Merrick, Nathar carries the ancient duty of protecting mankind with his gift of sight. Though the firstborn like him were nearly driven to extinction, he dedicates himself to ensuring the future, spending decades preparing to save the Crown Prince Vikari. If Nathar's visions hold true, the prince may one day reclaim humanity's birthplace, unless Nathar's own bloodline proves to be their undoing. If you are a fan of fairy tale retellings, there are so many in the Forgotten Kingdom series. Each book focuses on a classic fairy tale like Sleeping Beauty, The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, and more, and then the Sands of Wonder duology is a retelling of Aladdin. Another classic fairy tale retelling for you is Iron Rose, which is a retelling of Beauty and the Beast. Lydia's only hope to save her country from the tyrant Crimson Lord lies in finding the last royal heir. Adam, cursed and isolated, watches his homeland's downfall, tormented by the knowledge that it is his fault. When their paths cross, they must find a way to break the curse before their world falls into ruin. Next is the Wesleyan Chronicles. In a kingdom ravaged by King Barnabas's decades-long rule, hope dwindles until a poor boy named Jason is chosen by the sacred dragon to take the throne. At 17, he faces a year of trials to prove himself, but King Barnabas will stop at nothing to maintain his power. I also received an arc of Aaron's new fantasy comedy, which I'm loving so far, so stay tuned for posts about that one. Next is the Origins of the Lost series. In a world ravaged by a plague, humanity clings to the illusion of safety within Utopia, a refuge where outsiders are deemed dangerous. When Cass decides to escape the administration's deceit and corruption, he must confront the reality of the outside world and discover if it offers true safety. That's all I have for you. All of these are going straight on my TBR, and I hope to get to them all soon, and they should also go on all of your TBRs. That's all!